Hey, how's everybody doing? This is PPC 707, an overview of the organizational conflict reflection paper and the change theory plan. Starting with the organizational conflict paper, this should be 2 pages, no more, no less. This really centers around conflict and it's asking for you to reflect personally. So, 2 paragraphs on what your style is in conflict. What's your natural affect in conflict? How do you naturally come off when faced with a confrontation or an issue? And how do you respond to people that handle conflict differently than yours? This is an important skill as you're becoming counselors and psychologists. You're going to be dealing with a lot of conflict. It's important for you to understand your own style and that of others and how well it meshes. The big thing is having that emotional intelligence and that self awareness and understanding what your style is so you can adapt with other people because that's what it's all about is interpersonal skills. So how can your style cause issues if not monitored? So how can you see your style actually causing problems? What are some of the obstacles of your style and how can you overcome some of those obstacles? And at the same token, how can your style be beneficial? How can you use your style to your advantage? And in what situation and what scenarios can that be beneficial? Remember that this is a big part of your job, and it's going to be important that you understand other styles so that you can be successful in your interactions. So, again, that should be 2 pages in length, and that's a week 6 assignment. In the following week, in week 7, you'll be doing your change theory plan, which should be a total of 3 pages or so. You're going to pick one of the change theories explained in the book. This could be empirical rational strategies, power coercive strategies, normative re-educative strategies, organizational self-renewal, or organizational development. I want you to choose one of these that you think would fit after reading this. So, in your change theory plan, you're going to look at an area of change in the organization that you are currently working with. Uh, what is an area that you see there should be some change? Why does it need change? And what are some of the potential external and internal resistance factors to this kind of change? Believe me, people, us humans, we do not like to change. There's always going to be some resistance. That's why there's these theories developed in leadership because we have to change, we have to adapt. So, what are some of the obstacles to begin with? And then you're going to jump into what the change theory is that you'll be using for this change. You're going to describe the steps as outlined in the book. Don't forget to cite correctly using APA format. And how will this specifically work in your organization? So, I want you to explain the steps, and simultaneously I want you to explain how those steps will be used in your organization. And then I want you to research your decision to use these steps. So the assignment requires that you cite at least 5 different sources to support your reasoning why you're using this change theory to tackle the change that is needed in your organization. Remember, this is theoretical. You don't have to actually do the change, but it should be related to a realistic context. You should see something, use this as an opportunity to kind of do a little inventory of where you're at. You should see something that requires change and kind of think through what it would take to really facilitate true change. So that's what the whole assignment is based on. So organizational conflict will be due week 6 on Friday at 11:59 p.m. and change theory plan will be due week 7 on Friday at 11:59 p.m. Please remember to continue to post in the forum, and those two, I would like you to all have those in on the Friday of the week that the forum requires of you. You do not have to comment on someone else's post. You only have to post your reflection on the reading. That's all for now. I'll be putting out another video to go over your next assignment in this class. That should be coming out next week. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for all your work. We'll talk to you soon.